7 animals that could disappear over the next 10 years. 1. Sudan was home to 13,000 Nubian giraffes. The population has declined by 98%. The war in Sudan has increased poaching. Giraffe bone became a replacement for elephant ivory. Giraffe hide rugs and clothing are also common. Some Sudanese eat giraffe bushmeat to survive. Giraffes are now threatened by inbreeding. Many Africans make their living from charcoal. They harvest trees and burn the wood. Giraffes rely on those trees for sustenance. Many giraffes get struck by cars in Niger. The animals have to be transported to a safer space. 2. South Africa has 7 vulture species. All of them are endangered. Vultures are targeted for their body parts. They are used for traditional medicinal purposes. Some Africans believe vultures bring death. Others see vultures as a threat to livestock. Vultures are illegally hunted in many areas. Poachers poison animal carcasses. This can kill many birds at once. Accidental poisoning is also common. Farmers use medicinal drugs to treat livestock. The drugs are lethal to vultures. 3. The little brown bat lives in North America. These bats are dying from the white nose syndrome. It's a fungal disease. It makes bats wake up early from hibernation. The bats become active, lose body fat, and starve to death. The disease wipes out entire hibernating colonies. Little brown bats have a low reproduction rate. They produce 1 baby a year and can't repopulate. 4. The Grevy's zebra is native to Ethiopia and Kenya. There are about 2,500 adults left in the wild. The zebra's habitats are degraded by livestock grazing. Cattle transmit diseases to zebras. Grevy's zebras must roam over larger areas. These zebras don't form permanent herds. Roaming puts pregnant females and their foals in danger. 5. The Baird's tapir lives in Central America. Its main threat is habitat destruction. Large sections of forest have become fragmented. This separates tapir populations. They become genetically isolated from each other. Palm oil plantations are on the rise in the region. The plantations turn forests into monocultures. The Baird's tapir is the largest in its ecosystems. Local people hunt tapirs for food. The species has a slow reproductive rate. It complicates repopulation after a decline. 6. The eastern curlew is a large wading bird. It breeds in Mongolia and northeastern China. It overwinters in Australia and Southeast Asia. Mudflats are important for the curlew's migration. The birds stop on mudflats for food. Changing tides destroy their stopovers. The population of curlews is on decline in Australia. Australia now focuses on coastal habitat restoration. 7. The nightingale migrates from sub-Saharan Africa. It breeds in Europe each summer. Migration is now harder for the birds. There are 7,000 nesting pairs left in England. Summer droughts have become more intense. The nightingales have less time to raise their young. The birds lay smaller clutches of eggs. They have fewer young to feed. They lose their migrative traits. Birds with shorter wings have evolved. The shorter-winged birds rarely return from Africa.